This week on Us Weekly Style Files, we're breaking down our style hits and misses from this week's SAG Awards.
I just loved everything about this look. It was elegant. It was sexy. It was like a little blingy Gaga. I cannot get over it. It's gorgeous.
Plus, are Julia Fox and Kim Kardashian seeing the same stylist? And we're looking at Blake Lively's hottest red carpet moments. We've got that plus so much more on today's Us Weekly Style Files. Hey guys, Christina Garibaldi here with the always stylish Gwen Flamberg, Us Weekly's beauty and style director and entertainment director, Travis Cronin. Hi guys, how are you?
Oh, I love a red carpet week and we are getting in it.
I know we are finally back on the red carpet, the glitz, the glamour. So happy to have it back. Of course, we are going to tackle the good, the bad, the wacky looks that the stars are rocking right now. But let's get into our, in case you missed it, and it has to be all about the SAG Awards. And we each picked our hit and our miss. Gwen, what was yours?
I mean, Cate Blanchett just shut it down. It happens often when she's on a red carpet. But for this particular event, she was wearing Armani Privé. It was a super low plunge, but still looked ridiculously classy. Only on her. Her waist looked tiny. It was a black dress, but it just looked incredibly luxe and fabulous.
Definitely. I couldn't agree with you more. She looked absolutely beautiful.
Totally. And then, the one that I just thought could have looked a little bit better was Jennifer Hudson. And I got to tell you, I love, love, love Jennifer Hudson, obsessed with everything she does. But this particular look, she was wearing Vera Wang. Her hair, it all looked a little too like pageanty for me. I loved what she wore the night before to the NAACP Awards when she was wearing Christian Siriano with a corseted giant puff sleeve gown and her hair was in a crimped bob. It just looked much more modern, much more chic, much more star power.
Yeah, I agree. Travis, how about you?
Oh my God. Well, Gwen, I agree with both of those. That pageanty prom dress will haunt my nightmares. It was so clearly like a wedding dress in pink from Vera Wang, and I did not love it. But what I did love, I looked at this picture so many times, was Lady Gaga and Giorgio Armani Privé. It was just the most gorgeous gown of the night. She paired it with a Tiffany wreath, jewelry from the Blue Book collection, little Tiffany teardrop, like dropped earrings, and an 8-carat Tiffany diamond ring. This was all about diamonds, white, cream, perfection, glitz. The hair was so gorgeous. She sort of had the same makeup she had for the Oscars where she performed with Bradley Cooper, like heavy but natural. I just loved everything about this look. It was elegant. It was sexy. It was like a little blingy Gaga. I cannot get over it. It's gorgeous.
Agree. I couldn't agree with you more.
Oh, she looked so good. She won the award for me just for doing that. But my miss of the night was, I'm so sad to say it because usually she's one of my favorite red carpet mavens out there, Jessica Chastain, just so gorgeous. I'm going to give the makeup a 10. It is Charlotte Tilbury. She looks gorgeous in the face. This Dior suit was not the look for me. The high-waisted with the plunge didn't work for me. I thought the blazer was a little ill-fitting. Wide leg is sort of the trend now, and this seemed to be going backwards in time with a little skinny leg. And while the fabric of the suit is beautiful, I didn't really see anything Dior or modern about this. Again, makeup, I get when you slick back the hair with the suit, that is what one does on the red carpet. That looked fine, but just really a miss from me from Jessica Chastain. This look was missing something and I hated the pants.
I have to agree with you, Trav. And I love pants on the red carpet. Elle Fanning was wearing an amazing pants look, and she looked fresh and modern and cool while still looking big night out appropriate. I kind of love the way that Chastain looked like from the waist up, but I agree with you. The full look, it was a bit of a miss.
Yeah, I agree with you. Well, for me, I absolutely love Selena Gomez. She was wearing Oscar de la Renta. She, again, had like the slick back hair look. Looked absolutely beautiful. The barely there cutout, the big poofy sleeves. And she had this viral shoe moment, I'm sure you both saw, where she tripped on the red carpet, but she totally handled it like a pro. She ended up going barefoot when she presented on stage. So I thought, even though she had a bit of a wardrobe malfunction, she recovered. But I thought she looked absolutely beautiful. And she also posted this great TikTok, those before and after, the makeup TikToks. And, she just was full glam. And I think that she had a really stellar night. I thought she looked absolutely amazing. My miss, it wasn't that I hated this dress. It was Nicole Kidman. It wasn't that I didn't like it. She was wearing Saint Laurent, but I just expected more from her. But still looked gorgeous because she was poised to win possibly an award that night. And I was just expecting something a little bit more over the top. This just felt a little safe for me.
It did feel to me very mixed in Hollywood. There were the people who got the memo that this was the first big awards show, mask-free red carpet that we've had in a couple of years now. And they stepped it up and really came out of the gate with winning looks. And then I think there were some people who were just a little bit out of practice and played it a little too safe. And I agree with you. It was a disappointment for me too with Nicole. She looked beautiful, but I wanted to see, remember years back, she wore this incredible green gown. I wanted more. I agree. She normally knocks it out of the ballpark. And this was just a little too sedate.
Yes. Well,
who died? Nicole Kidman. Whose funeral are you attending? And you're a little bit happy about it because there's a white bow, but it was so Amish. It was funereal. I was so surprised that this was Nicole Kidman because obviously her body and face is so elegant and gorgeous. She can wear, I would say anything, but I am no longer going to say that because this dress was all the wrong parts of Wednesday Addams. I did not like it. Selena Gomez, though, her glam was so beautiful. She lives up to her nickname, Legend, and that exactly what her makeup was.
It really, really was. It really was. Well, let's talk about some style that made some headlines this week. And everybody was talking about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stepping out at the NAACP Awards. Of course, Meghan put on quite a fashion-forward display, and her look carried a special significance. So they attended the awards together, and she was wearing a Black designer for the evening's award show, which is focused on disrupting inequality, dismantling racism, and accelerating change. So she's stunned in a two-tone Christopher John Rogers sapphire dress, which she paired with Aquazzara heels, Alex Batar earrings, and her Cartier Love bracelet. Now, he also wore a Black designer for the award show, arriving in a black tux by Oswald Boateng. So they looked absolutely amazing. They were bestowed with the President's Award, and it was all the buzz on social media. People were saying Harry and Meghan are looking good, while somebody was saying that the dress that Christopher designed for Meghan was exquisite, such understated glamour, class, and sexiness all in one. And they love that they celebrated Black designers for the NAACP. I love this. We don't see Harry and Meghan out and about all too often, so it's always a special occasion. And this definitely was one.
I have to say, she looked the best she has looked basically since they got married, because right after they got married, she started having babies and she was constantly pregnant when they were being photographed. And not that that's a bad thing, but this was kind of like Meghan's return to glamour. She looked absolutely incredible in that Christopher John Rogers. It fit her perfectly. I agree. It was equal parts glamour, class. And it just fit her perfectly. Her body looked amazing. I loved those shoes by Aquazzara. I'm dying to get a pair for myself. And I just wondered, did they get to see the set before? Every detail is not left to chance with everything else that those two do, case in point, wearing Black designers. But she matched the backdrop so perfectly, and she just looked incredible, head to toe, total win.
Her body looked great. The dress was sort of okay for me. It wasn't the most amazing dress I've ever seen in my life. And the fact that she steps out on so few red carpets, I was really expecting a moment. Yes, it is elegant. Yes, it is sophisticated, and it was kind of cool. Did it blow me out of the park? No, it didn't. Will I remember it for the rest of my life? Absolutely not. The shoes, maybe. I think Harry's tux was gorgeous. I love that designer. And of course, you're going to NAACP. You better be wearing Black owned, Black designed, everything, which thank goodness they did. But I wasn't obsessed with her look. Her body looked amazing. The dress was a little bit of one that's brought in on the styling rack where you're like cute, but maybe for a dinner with friends, not a huge award show.
Agree. Well, Gwen, I do agree with you. They probably did see a photo of the set beforehand because she did match perfectly. All right. Well, we got to talk about Kim Kardashian and Julia Fox because they seem to be on the same style page. The Skims founder and the 32-year-old actress have been stepping out in nearly identical ensembles for Milan Fashion Week. So perhaps the most obvious comparison is their shared love for leather. So Kim was spotted out and about on February 23rd wearing a full leather look by Prada. Now, fast forward to Julia Fox, and she was wearing a full head to toe leather, but her outfit was designed by Versace. So she was photographed in a trench coat, but her outfit underneath was actually a skin tight latex jumpsuit. So to make the side by side even more uncanny, both ladies had their hair slicked back into super chic ponytails. Makeup, however, was the big main difference. Kim was keeping that glowy look while Julia was having that full blown, now her iconic eye makeup look. So what do we think? Who wore it best? Is this a coincidence or is Julia kind of copying Kim's style?
I definitely think that there is something provocative going on here. Mm-hmm. For the Versace show, I am certain that she was dressed by Donatella, Versace's team. Donatella also wore this similar look. So who was looking to tug at our inquisitive nature? Maybe it was Donatella. I do think that that eye makeup on Julia, thank God, Pat McGrath, mother, took over and her team created that look on Julia Fox. So they have taken that Kanye West look and elevated it to a place where like I can look at it and it doesn't hurt my eyes. It doesn't just look like soot. There was also a moment where Julia was wearing a high plait, a braid that was almost like a whip, which is an exact knockoff of a look that Kim has worn. Mm-hmm. So something's going on here. It's not just by chance, let's say.
Well, they have a lot in common, don't they? They both had a husband and a boyfriend who liked to decide everything they wear, cleaned out their closets, bought them fresh ones, not the typical husband behavior, but Kanye West isn't the typical guy, is he? So that style is clearly radiating through both of them. Gwen, I agree. Thank goodness Pat McGrath got her hands on that bold 80s, 90s eye. Christina, if you call that old makeup iconic, I am leaving this room right now because it was only iconic for the wrong reasons.
Infamous. Then.
Thank you. Infamous is much better. Shout out to Crayola and Kanye West for that original look. But the styles are so similar. I think Julia was so inspired by Kanye as well as Kim that it's radiating over. But if this is sort of where fashion is going with just all black leather, stick them up, give me your bags of money, I could use something a little different.
I know. I agree. Something a little bit more fresh and exciting and maybe colorful. I don't know. And more comfortable. All right. Well, Gwen, let's get into what is in your beauty bag. Of course, you give us new products every single week that we absolutely love. So what are you loving on this week?
Guys, I went to a wedding last weekend. A close girlfriend of mine got married for the second time, finally met the love of her life. Her 8-year-old son walked her down the aisle. There was not a dry eye in the house, but my mascara did not smudge because I was wearing Lancome's new Idol mascara. That's a waterproof formula. Lancome launched Idol mascara about a year ago, maybe actually more, but the waterproof version launches today. Ooh. And I got to tell you guys, it is really lengthening, separating. It's kind of like a perfect mascara for whatever look you're going for. You can layer it to get more of a thickening effect, but I have never in my life, let alone my professional career, used a waterproof mascara that not only stayed put the entire night, and I'm talking, there were a lot of Kleenex involved here, guys, but also came off so easily and beautifully with regular micellar water. Huge fan of Lancome Idol Lash Mascara, waterproof. Check it out. And they also launched a liquid liner that's waterproof as well. But you guys know from my past, I still love that Benefit brown waterproof, They're Real liquid liner because it's the only thing that I can use. That works well.
Always such great products. And that's perfect because wedding season is just around the corner too. So a lot of people are going to need it. All right. Well, in today's Red Carpet Rewind, we're looking at Blake Lively's best red carpet moments, because if you haven't seen the pastel Versace gown she wore to this week's Adams Project premiere, what are you waiting for? You have to. And we're going to show it to you right now because it's absolutely stunning. She's had so many amazing looks over the years. I mean, what did you think about this?
Well, Travis Cronin was there on the red carpet. Mm-hmm. I saw the pictures that you posted first, Travis, and I was just dead. Not only because Blake is like a different species of human, but also because I was like, who's going to knock off that dress? Because it would look really good on me.
She did. I saw Blake in person. I was this close from her, and she's a goddess. She's not a mere mortal. It is insane how great she looked. Her chest looked amazing. It was that Donatella va-va-voom that we expect from a Versace dress. The colors, the way it fit, every time she posed on the red carpet, she'd kick her leg out to show the thigh. The pastels were just, I feel like we haven't seen these color coordinated pastels in a long time. The whole dress had a lot of shimmer and glitter to it. And she was the only woman in that room in that dress. Everybody else looked great, but they can all go home because it was such beautiful spring, vibrant glitter, her hair, her makeup. A goddess walks among us, and her name is Serena van der Woodson or Blake Lively, whatever you like.
I love those two together. You know, Blake and Ryan as a couple are just like fireworks. They look so hot and they look great in everything that they wear on the carpet.
They really do. I mean, even taking it all the way back to 2008, I her at the Met Gala, and then in 2005 at the Sisterhood of Traveling Pants premiere in LA. She's always, you know, I mean, that's a little questionable, but
the nose looked a little different as well.
Right.
I just thought the nose changed a little bit, but you know, no, it looks great. But I love that she supports her husband so much. Even Gwen and I know her manicurist, and for the Deadpool, she did little Deadpool nails. She gets excited to support her husband. You can tell that she wants to look good because it's a big day for his career. And if Blake Lively decides she wants to look good, all of us will pay attention. So I just thought it was a nice sort of ode to her husband that she turned up and out for this look.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely stole the show. She really did.
Absolutely. If I even forgot what the movie was about, I will only remember that Versace dress.
Seriously. Well, Gwen and Travis, thank you so much for running down all things style with me as always.
Have a great week.
Yes, you too.
Yeah, we're so excited. Red carpets are back.
Red carpets are back. And please let us know in the comments which SAG Award dress was your hit and your miss. We would love to hear what you guys had to say. All right, we'll check you guys out next week, and make sure to keep it here for Us Weekly's Style Files every Thursday on Us Weekly's YouTube channel. Bye, guys.